Hi, thanks for stopping by. I thought I would take your attention to maybe one of the most significant parts of the family tree and one of the most significant parts of your health, happiness, well-being, all those small things, right? This particular place or feeling has to do with the second month of summer. The second month of summer in the southern hemisphere right now happens to be what's called the three-girl month. That three-girl is a reference to a specific birth order position that is linked to the father's side of the family. If you trace this, it's your father's mother. This is the place that has the capacity to regenerate the body, to heal the body, to create a memory operating as a template for your future existence. So literally, the social emotional memories that you experience in your body is mysteriously remembered, and every very fine detail that you think you didn't pick up is all remembered. There is a memory that is profoundly important, held in place by the memory in this location. Now, this memory is very important because it's the same memory that holds your fingerprint for life and your blood type and a whole myriad of other things. So it's a very powerful memory. It holds the memory of your genetic perfection, of your constitutional type. Literally, it holds the memories of the attributes, desires, and capacities and unique personality of one's own soul. But wait, there's more. It does a lot more than that, because it's also linked into justice, harmony, well-being, cooperation, sharing, and a whole bunch of other things associated with the solar plexus. The solar plexus region is primarily linked by two major organs, both threes. On the right side, 3 is the liver. On the left side, 3 is the pancreas. So these two have a constant interaction, one primarily emanating from the mother's side of the family, 3-girl, liver, one emanating from the other side of the family, 3-girl is from the father's side, 3-boy is from the mother's side, and they are involved in this dynamic exchange of biochemical relationship patterns. But the relationship pattern is, well, composed of relationships. And one of the most difficult, which we haven't really referred to in much, is the relationship about how one side of the family likes or dislikes the other side of the family, sometimes called the in-laws. We can also see that in siblings at times, but I won't go into all of that implication, but it is also the part of the elements of nature that correspond to the plant kingdom. The plant kingdom, as you can tell, is a very, very thin strip on the surface of the earth. The plant kingdom is the skin of the earth. It's not very thick. The plant kingdom, some trees are, 100 meters. Some of them are high. Some of them are very short. And the grass and the mycelium network of the mushroom world and the fungi below the earth, it's a very thin band. But somehow inside this band is the plant kingdom, responsible for nutrition, well-being, medicines, and everything to do with the interaction of our ability to be in the body. But remember, it has memory. It remembers everything we feel, think about, have forgotten. It stores all the emotional memories of your childhood and every painful failed relationship that we've ever been in, every encounter, loving or unloving, every pandering thing we've ever done, every slight minutia that is not loving, whether we know it or not, is categorized and stored in the plant kingdom of the body, meaning it's stored in the minerals of the body. The mineral kingdom is the innermost kingdom. The mineral kingdom feeds the plant kingdom. The plant kingdom feeds the animal kingdom, and so on. It's a sequence. All of the animal kingdom lives by the mineral kingdom. The minerals are absorbed by the root systems of the plants. They produce all of the obvious nutrition that the plant kingdom provides. Every single animal on earth is fed by the plant kingdom. Even those animals that eat animals, they have to eat animals that eat the minerals and the plant kingdom. So this single place of the relationship of the plant kingdom ruled by a single feeling, a sincere desire to emotionally experience the truth. Well, I'll give you that one again. Because you can experience things intellectually, or you can experience things emotionally. The emotional experience is remembered by the body. The intellectual experience is not. It's stored in another category, but the emotional memory of what we have a soul-based emotional experience about is remembered on a soul level. Just to help you grasp that, the soul is the container of. Not easy to see in this graphic, but on the outside there's colors. A little blue, a little pink, and white. These to me represent the etheric or subtle body, the astral body, and one's own soul that contains it all. So I'm just wanting to remind you that the mineral kingdom is below your feet. Now, I know that's obvious, but there are minerals that have been traveling for 100 million years from the middle of the earth in order to be able to come to the surface to be utilized by the roots of plants. Not all minerals are absorbed by plants, but there are many minerals in the core of the earth. Just to give you some of my favorites, there's diamond, sapphire, ruby, and several other ones that are only created in the deepest core of the earth where there is sufficient pressure to create a diamond or a sapphire or a ruby. And then it can take them 100 million years to work their way to the surface of the earth to be presented and utilized by us. Now, there are dozens of other minerals that come from the less deep core, just a few thousand feet away from that core is another whole series of minerals that are designed to be utilized by us, but they can only be used by us if they are first absorbed by a plant. You can call these earth-based minerals. There are many of these earth-based minerals that have to be absorbed by a root that uses a molecule of water to absorb the mineral, take it into the plant kingdom, expose it to the light and utilization of photosynthesis to drop back again to the earth as an organic colloidal mineral. All it means is the earth-based mineral is now covered by a skin, a membrane, if you will. That membrane now makes it absorbable by the human gut. Wow. It might have taken tens of millions of years for those minerals. Now you can see those minerals around you every day. They're called colors. Every one of the colors around you is a different composition of a different mineral. So all of the colors of all of the flowers, they're essentially derived from different minerals, but they've been absorbed by a plant to produce a fragrance that may drift around the earth for 10,000 years. Yes, there are minerals in the air that were in the middle of the earth. Now, I know that's a challenge to conceive of, but the magnitude of life force coming from the middle of the earth is beyond our comprehension. It emanates out, this life force, and it's connected to the sun. Yes, there's scientific evidence that the core of the earth is linked with the sun. Now, scientifically, they're realizing that the gravitational force of the sun, which is obviously many thousands of times bigger than the earth, changes on the sun create rotational shifts in the core of the earth, and we're in this synchronated dance between the earth and the core of the sun. And then you throw in the moon, another gravitational influence, and all of these are involved in circulating and bringing minerals from the deep earth to the surface to be absorbed by plants, to be eaten by us, and specific combinations of minerals make different herbs. Like we make different flowers, make different plants. And you find out that, yes, certain herbs are medicines. Other herbs are poisons. And over the generational process, we now, eat this if you want to be healthier, eat this one and that one. And I'm saying I'm trying to increase your willingness to consider an indwelling feeling of appreciation or gratitude for the plant kingdom, but your ability to access your feelings about it is going to be deflected by a series of layers. One layer, how do you feel about your father? Second layer, how did he feel about his own father, your father's father? How did your grandfather feel about his mother? How did she feel about her son? How did your father's father's mother, the number 3, feel about her daughter-in-law, the one that married her son? Your father's mother married your father's father. And if she didn't like her mother-in-law, your body has difficulty absorbing different nutrients. And you end up with physiological symptoms because of an unknown emotional strata in your great-grandmother and her relationship to your father's mother. You may think that's not very important, but our ability to be able to access the emotional memory that will give us the chance to be able to regenerate the physical body, health and happiness, emotion or otherwise, is a composite all of this plant kingdom great-grandmother. All right. I'm sharing with you what I'm going through. Because as you know, in the Northern Hemisphere, we're on the 3-boy month. That's what the timing of this recording is. And this is the last 2 weeks or 10 days of thereabouts of the 3-boy month of the second month of winter, which is about everything hidden below your feet. All of the shadows, doubts, fears, concerns, fear of suffocation, fear of drowning, it's all below your feet. Fear of being lost, fear of being abandoned, hurt, confused, doubt, tortured, terror, they correspond to the area below your feet. And you go, wait a second, how can my emotional memories be stored outside my feet? Well, I'm not saying they're stored outside your feet, but in reality, your energetic body around you is outside your feet. Yes, your soul is outside your feet and linked to the experience of your ability for your feet to feel the earth. That's a lot to think about. So if you go deep inside the earth, even in your desire to want to explore, show me what I'm afraid of about what's beneath me. Show me the fears, the shadows, the doubts, the confusion, the terror, known or unknown to me, below my feet. And you find out that human beings don't like the dirt. They don't like dark caves. They don't like darkness too long. They don't like things that are below their feet. And sometimes in our culture, there are people that go around for years whose feet never touch the earth. But I'm saying the opportunity that I've found recently is to want to occupy the mineral kingdom below me, including all those very colorful minerals, the beautiful ones, the nutritious ones, the healing ones, and how they feed the plant kingdom. Well, the plant kingdom inside me is nerves and muscles and organs that relate to this part that connects the interior bones with my outer behavior. So everything I'm showing you here that you may think of, oh, the mineral kingdom is outside. No, the mineral kingdom composites and creates the genetic helix. It's all made up of crystals, minerals. The nerves, the sinew, the ligaments, the melatonin functions are all mineral composite realities. The function of how my hormones affect my body is all a composite of molecules from the mineral kingdom passing through my physical body into my mental body. I'm not telling you I have this resolved. I'm nearly, in emotional shock, realizing that the magnitude of what I have denied about my own mineral kingdom and its influence into the metabolic or physical system and its influence in my own ability to be creative, to be alive in the world, and to grow. So I'm doing my best to bring your attention to it. Because let me just show you a different little view and I'll go. It's a bit like this. If you think of the mineral kingdom on one side, you have the water kingdom on the other side. These two create a circulation between the mineral and the water. But the same thing also flows between the mother's family and the father's family. If you were to put this upright, you end up with everything below your feet having to do with the water and the minerals coming into your body and your mind. And this is your father's family and your mother's family, and this is designed to be completely fluid. And the only thing that stops it is the unseen doubt and fears given to you by your family tree or created by you. Wow. Well, it's a wow for me. I'm not sure what it is for you, but I'm just encouraging you to consider that there's a lot more going on below your feet and above your eyesight than we might imagine. I'll get back to you when I know a little more, because right now it seems like it's just a tiny bit. See you soon.